Alright, so my next stop will be probably like a gas station between here and Beaver. I'm not too confident I can make it to Beaver without having to like get really close to filling up, if not filling up exclusively at Beaver. Oh jeez. Alright, so I gotta take a left on 100. Yeah, I didn't mark any other library between Nephi and Beaver. Okay. So it's a long distance. Nephi City Power. So I guess if you go down this road, you got Fountain Green and Snow College going straight that way. Yeah, I'm trying to get to warmer weather. If I go east, it'll be kind of problematic, I believe. Beaver, I think, is climbing quite a distance. Elevation, I think, is pretty considerable for Beaver. So it's going to be colder. The cold is kind of a dry cold. It seems like it's okay. Maybe trying to madly rush south isn't so important. Nephi City welcomes. Yep. Alright, so yeah, I might be going too slow for this one guy. Gosh. Alright, so this guy looks like he probably is walking. It looked like he might got a ride or something. Manti. Okay, yeah, Las Vegas is my direction. Oh, 80 miles an hour. So you really got to punch in on this ramp. These ramps, I don't think they were designed for 80. Exactly. Oh, geez, what is this, a cow? I don't know, whatever. You can't just lazily get onto this highway. And it's uphill. These are designed for more modern cars that can really push it. I'm only going 35 and I'm about to hit the highway, which is 80. .45. There's cars coming up behind me too, so I'm going way too slow for these guys. Oh geez. Yeah, they'll be zipping right by me here. 80 miles an hour. I gotta punch it. Wow, I'm at 70 and they're still going considerably faster than me. There's another Washington plate. Okay, here we go. At 80. Burning that gas. Hitting them turns. So there's a little bit of housing development. I don't know. I'll let the cars pass. Got such a long... Yeah, there's a Flying J I was considering sleeping at, but may not be such a good idea. It's just too cold to bicycle around. So... Well, there are a bunch of trees around here. Am I in a higher elevation? Trees that look like they're doing pretty good in a natural state. There really seem to be a lot of bumps. You can really feel those bumps on the shocks around here. Always at a bridge. There's always bumps on the bridge. There's slight bumps that you may not notice walking on, but going 80 miles an hour over, it's like they're like jump ramps. So yeah, we got, oh, my side view mirror is a little messed up. Maybe I can move it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that still worked. Okay, Scipio 35, Fillmore 57, Las Vegas 328. Oh my God. That's a lot of gas. I'm not desperately trying to get Las Vegas. An hour north is looking like pretty stable weather on the weather map, at least. So there's that. Lots of open grass field. It'll probably be in 300 miles. I'm sure I won't see grass so much growing in the natural scape. Although, gosh, you know, once I get past Beaver, then it should look more like a desert than a prairie. Than a desert prairie. So I'm seeing trees off in the distance over there. They look like they're doing pretty good for themselves. Because elevation has a lot. You could have a desert, but if there's a mountain in the middle of the desert, there's gonna be growth on that. There's gonna be trees and everything. Elevation has a lot to do with how it is. Yeah, so it's more flat, a little more flat compared to Salt Lake, at least. I'm staring straight at hills, but it's seeming more flat. It's definitely more desolate, although there's a bunch of cows off to the right there. It's like a herd of 50 cows spread out really wide from each other. Yeah, they got a pile of snow they got to eat through. Yeah, I don't think there's little chance that you'll see any wild animals. Little chance. There's a fair number of cars on the road right now for a Friday. I get the feeling that there's a lot of commutes between Salt Lake and Las Vegas. And that might be why they managed to get the 80 mile an hour. Plenty of people want to commute between two major cities. You got Boise, well, you got Denver. We're talking good distances from each other, but you could make the drive. It may be called Salt Lake, the central hub. I mean, I'm talking like wide distances here, but you'd have Salt Lake as a central hub. You could go to Boise within like 300 miles, Denver within 300 miles, or Las Vegas within like 300 miles. It's kind of a central hub in a way of the Midwest. Seems sort of like that. But I mean, we're talking 350, 400 miles. We're talking a long drive, but yeah. People can make it there, especially with this speed limit at 80. People will push 85, 90 to get there faster. Cars are more fuel efficient, so they can handle them faster speeds. Design the roads to support that fast speed, and then you got that. You got the airports too, which is an option. Poor people have to drive, rich people get to fly. See, I'm going over 80, I'm not too thrilled about that. But I'm getting more comfortable, and I don't like that either. Getting more comfortable at 80. I'm at 3,000 RPMs in my highest gear. Hit it at 80. But at least RPMs could go up to 7,000. And there's not even a warning that says it's dangerous at 7,000. That's just like the limits, I guess. But I don't like to rev up the engine at all. I don't like to do that. I'd rather drive as little as possible and as kind of as slow as possible in a lot of ways. I don't have that threat of looking for a job. I'm more focused on saving the money than trying to get rich. I was in my 20s. I was focused. The Greater Escape Shakespeare Festival. I was more interested in making lots of money, getting rich when I was young. But even then, I was saving money too. I was still pretty focused on saving money in my 20s. In my teens, when I first put my money into like a CD at 4%, I really liked the idea of money working for you, but then that housing market crash really blew that up. There's no money working for you with that. It works, so now it's like, in a way, I just kind of, I look at the YouTubes as like an investment, a weird investment. It's like each video I put up is like putting a penny into my savings account. It's kind of it feels so weird because the banks, they couldn't just erase my entire savings, but YouTube could erase my entire channel. It's really scary. I mean, but it's like after reading Griftopia, it's a lot of grifting between people anyway these days. There doesn't really seem to be any real growth as much as people grifting from each other. There was kind of growth where everybody benefited at one time, but particularly in countries, strong countries, especially America. The whole country grew, everybody benefited, but this whole country, even with Trump, we're still grifting each other. It's turned down to that. You gotta have somebody fail so that you succeed in a way. The way you make money is when somebody else loses money. We're grifting each other. There's no minimum speed limit for trucks in Utah. They had those all over in Idaho. It's slower speeds and minimum speeds for trucks. And in Oregon and Washington, not so much Utah. The desert oasis, the fenced off highway, all this open area, it's fenced. And the fencing is more in the interest to keep wild animals off of the highway. So you got a protected highway all the way through, severely limiting the wild animals. I mean, my God, what do you expect's going to happen when you fence up the whole country like this? Birds will thrive, but not the wild animals. Quails will do okay. I've seen a few quails in Salt Lake, south of Salt Lake. Some quail live right in the city. I was surprised to see one in Provo freaking out when it saw me. But it's living in the city, as busy as the city is. And it was like acting all scared when it saw me walking on the sidewalk. I don't know how they bother living in the city. They look so cute when they run. I really love them quail. They just got such a unique mannerism that's specific for the desert. All this low growth, no trees, suits them perfectly. They don't have to perch high up. They're more suited to just running on the ground and finding whatever, hiding in lowland bushes. The flying types of birds don't do so hot around here, especially when a coyote comes. Some animals do better. Quail might build nests underground, for all I know. I don't know where else they put them. I'm sure quail don't put nests in the trees anywhere. barely any trees anyway. Oh, but there's not much wildlife to really see to talk about anyway. It's like all theory. Who knows what's going on out here? It seems pretty dead anyway. Yeah, that book I'm reading is pretty amazing. Alaska by James Michener. I'm only into the 1800s, I believe. He starts out with like the Big Bang, pretty much, it seems. It's like he likes to start out very early in telling stories, and it's like it's not just one story this guy tells. He tells like several over the course of time, and I think the stories like get progressively longer the more modern, the more he approaches the modern times. This one story I'm reading is pretty long. It was like short on describing the formation of the land, the Aleutian Islands, and yeah, all in how Alaska was connected to Russia and all that. No services. And it got a little bit longer, telling the story about how caveman first crossed those Aleutian Islands and how it must have looked as you're crossing the Aleutian Islands. Now, picture crossing the Aleutian Islands. It would look like this. Alright, desolate, no trees, barely any animals. And they were so wide, if you were in the center, you wouldn't even see the water. And I'm sure there's hills all over the Aleutian Islands and mountains or whatever. You could go to the edge, but the Aleutian Islands wasn't some little bridge like this bridge I'm crossing. It was like so wide you couldn't see the water, especially if you're in the middle. And if you were on one side, then you'd only see one body of water. So that's pretty big. So the people crossing had no idea where they're going, what to expect. They were starving. There was little food immediately in their grasp. So they were working with what they had, moving in groups at a foot pace. And hoping that things would be better across. Some might have turned back. I don't know how that worked. But then it was the Asians too, the darker Asians with the wide faces. That's how you see the Eskimos today. They're descendants of that. Uh-oh, I'm really climbing. But yeah, that's something. I know where I'm going, but cavemen, though, that's different. Scipio 18, Fillmore 38, Las Vegas. It's getting close to 300. Still not mentioning beaver, though. They should have a sign for beaver. So this hill's got me down to 65, and oh my god, am I feeling the cold. It's feeling colder. I did turn down my heat because I was overheating, but on this climb, it's cooled down considerably. So as the elevation rises, I'm feeling the cold even worse. Yeah, that's the thing. When you cross the Aleutian Islands on foot, you see all this nothingness, and it's cold. I think they like planned on the trip. And this guy is like, it's fiction. He's making the story up, but it sounds credible. You leave when the sun is equal in the sky to nighttime. Because in Alaska, they knew it. In Russia, they're living the same kind of lifestyle on the east coast of Russia. It's 24-hour darkness, 24-hour light. It could be 3 months without seeing the sun, just seeing like a glow from the sun, not actual sun for like a long time in the winter. Right now, this time of year, that sun is hidden in Alaska. Yuba State Park. Oh, how tempting it is. Cows off to the left. There's still grazing cows around here. I mean, there were grazing cows in San Diego in the early 1900s. But then they got pushed out in favor of just development in general. For example, the football stadium for the San Diego, and then the baseball too, the Padres and the Chargers. Oh, what do we got? 20 minutes in? Oh, geez, it's so long. Beaver is such a long distance. Beaver's got a pretty good sized town, it looked like on the map. I wish I could have saved it better though, because it's blurry. I didn't save much. I'm covering so much distance, I didn't save a good portion of it. Like this area, I didn't bother to save on the offline Google Maps. It's pretty straightforward. You just drive on this road through. No real features to pay close attention to. So I just kind of focus on the major cities. Try to. There's a plane off in the distance in the air. Somebody lost their tire. I hear a little squeaking in my car. I'm at 75 miles an hour. Haven't had a car zip by me in a long time, but they're coming. They're catching up because I'm going too slow. 75. It's another sign. It looks like Las Vegas went up in miles. I thought it said 314 back there, and it says 317. It's like I'm driving backwards or something. But yeah, that's amazing. I'm really inspired after reading about Alaska. I'm not even a quarter of the way through. Maybe 150 pages in, 160. And it's very captivating to read. I got this little book in Mount Angel, Oregon, while I was waiting at the food bank. That food bank had a little book place that said, free books. I just grabbed Alaska. And I didn't start reading it until months later, until now. I grabbed that book like last year. So it's nice, after going through a lot of good books. I'm always nervous about finding the next good book. I don't know if, when I get done with a good book, I wonder if I can find another good book. You got to take those chances, though. Just like driving to new places. You might have been in a nice place. Like, I really like McMinnville. I spent a considerable amount of time there. I liked it, but I had to check out other places because it was getting a little boring. McMinnville. You could eat every day in McMinnville as a poor person. Every single day there was a free meal somewhere. Plus you had the food banks. They really supported the poor. It was amazing. I'm surprised that they went out of their way for that. McMinnville can take care of itself though. They got good. Oh, I'm only going 70. Oh man. See, I lose track of my speed so easily. Yeah, McMinnville is still kind of in the temperate zone, temperate rainforest. So they're gonna have good growth around there, good farming and stuff. Oh man, I still gotta pick up the pace. I'm only going 75. It's so hard for me to keep up the speed that they want. I'm just afraid that I'll lose focus and crash. And now I got a car about to pass me. So what is it? Probably it's pushing 11. I would have stopped at that pass library, but they didn't open till 11, so gotta keep moving along. Hopefully Beaver's open and has a fast internet. I don't need to be checking email. I don't need to be I just want to upload videos and move on. Just quickly upload and continue on. Just like to upload in a timely fashion. Content, whatever, I don't care. I'm thinking, I'll upload timely, frequently, and then if I want to do something with them videos later, then I can do something with those videos later. I can make So if that's a thing, I think it's pretty neat to be able to just, if there's going to be people that watch the raw uploads, then what the heck, I'll just upload. And if I want to do something with them later, I have the option to pull down those videos, not pull them off the internet, but just pull them down, like download them again. I could erase them from my computer and let them only be saved on Google, and then later download them again and edit them if I wanted to. Editing is an option if I wanted to. I don't know. I got some ideas, like for the Idaho City, and see if I could put together a story for that. I got quite a number of videos and pretty good footage. I just see what's holding me back is that I really need privacy. I think I'd want to narrate if I were to make an Idaho City video, and I want some privacy for that one. I can't talk in the library, so I could do it in the car, I suppose. I don't know. I'd want good electrical. I'd want to be able to plug in my laptop somewhere for narration, though, too. So there's that. Running on battery would take a lot of juice. I'd only get like an hour if I tried to play with it on the battery. But yeah, there's some videos I could put together from Idaho City. I could start out maybe saying that I got arrested, and so I decided to show up to court. I showed it'd just be truthful. Here's another county, Millard County. Be truthful about it. You know, I decided to camp out in Idaho City while waiting for my court. A lot of people probably wouldn't do that. I decided to camp just to relax and whatever, check it out further, check out the museum and all that. But it turned awry within a couple of weeks. It got pretty bad with the people there. But yeah, it was like I intended to go to the eastern part of Washington, and then on my way I got stopped and arrested, and I had a court date. I was nervous about missing out on that. I was nervous about missing the court date and getting a warrant placed for my arrest. Since I get harassed so much by cops, I want to keep my record pretty clear. Because after that arrest, I've gotten stopped by cops like 10 times now. So, yeah, going to Idaho City, just expected that one date, you know, hope the charges would get dropped when I show up. And instead, they wanted to extend it another month. So that forced me to stick around Idaho City, because I didn't want to be bebopping all over the place, back and forth. Boise's not my home. My home is my car right now, as long as I have the car. So I was kind of forced to hang out there, and things just start going pretty bad with just looking around, looking in maybe areas that tourists don't normally stop. Most tourists will just drive through the city and look at stuff from the road. I get out and walk around. I walk around properties and whatnot, just checking out the Odd Fellows building, which is locked up, everything. And I start getting in trouble. The whole town starts getting on my case. 0 fatalities, 165 of 337. What? 0 fatalities. Alright. But maybe I could string some video together for that. I don't know. A Flying J? Huh. I need a reference. What's Scipio? All right. Let me look at my map. I'm over half a tank. Chain up. Oh my God, we are climbing. Well, I could use the coolness. I'm getting a little warm. Turn down the heat. So I'm warming up. Scipio. And I'm only going 73. Okay, I see where Scipio is. Alright. I'm just judging between here and Beaver. Can I make it to Beaver on half a tank? So I'm turning in. I got Scipio in my sights. Alright. Still got a long distance to go. And the problem, I won't be able to record the whole. Maybe. Oh. I could make this a stop, actually, for recording. Maybe the next town down. I'll just make a stop. Scipio could have been it, actually. Scipio could have been it. I would have just refreshed my iPod. There we go. It's the law. Slow down. Alright. Going 75. Yes, it's cooler. Yeah, as evidenced by the snow and trees. Climbing. Oh my God, it's going to be pretty steep too. Fillmore, Las Vegas, almost 300 miles. Oh my God. Gonna need some torque for this. Climbing lane, half a mile. Alright. Seems a little rough around here. $27 rooms. Still too much for me. Virgin River. Mesquite, Nevada. Huh. Mesquite. So there's another turnoff up here, maybe. Yeah, Fillmore could have a library. I just didn't mark it. Not sure what the time is. Oh yeah. A need for torque. I'm below 70 miles an hour. Looks like there's some kind of a skeet. That's probably for a fence. Some kind of a trail going up a hill. So there's a mix of evergreens and trees that lose their leaves on this hill. I'm starting to lose circulation in my foot a little bit. Sitting so much. It's really annoying. Gotta shift around. All this sitting is not good for the circulation. Oh, the sun is getting awful bright. Further south you go. Tower Road. No services. You know you're out in the middle of nowhere when you see the no services sign. Oh man. Alright, it's getting really warm. I gotta take things off here. Wow. Get another stop somewhere. Oh, I know I won't make it to Beaver so much with this video. It's kind of best that I break it up, but it'd still be nice to have it all in one video too. There's some really fast upload speeds at places. Have a 2-hour, 3-hour video Some places it would only take like a half hour to upload. Okay, leveling out. I didn't really feel it in my ears on that climb. Oh man, I'm going over 80. I don't want to speed. 3 lanes. That's incredible. It's that busy around here. Left lane restrictions. Oh my god, I'm really approaching this car. Alright. Oh, it's getting so warm in here. I don't really want to turn the air conditioning on. Yeah, there's quite a bit of snow. There'd be a lot... Oh, is it snowing? Wow. There's snow. Incredible. There's actually snow falling right here. That's something else. Doesn't really even look that cloudy out. It's just kind of random snow. It's not very cloudy. It's pretty sunny. It's too sunny. I really need to take this, at least the top layer off. This is dangerous to remove a jacket going 80 miles an hour. Oh, geez. Yeah. At least if I can get... This one doesn't stretch either. Oh. There we go. Maybe slow down a little bit. I'm not sure what all just came off. Okay. Alright. At least I got half a jacket on. Going 70 miles an hour. Taking my Gore-Tex, pretty much it's a Gore-Tex fabric jacket, sewable. You can sew it, but it's supposed to be waterproof. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Cool down a little bit. Oh. Alright. Gotta keep adjusting. It's just been sitting here 37 minutes, way too long. And I like to think that the going south coordinates with the weather warming up, but it doesn't. The elevation is such a factor. So it's still grassland because it's a higher elevation. There's actual trees, so they're doing pretty good around here. They got to deal with some extreme weather, I'm guessing. Oh man, not sure where I want to stop next. Let's say I got I got 20 minutes to decide where to stop next before this recording ends. No, so what's coming up in 20 minutes? I'm not sure. It's Holden. I could take a peek at the map, I guess. Holden, there's Holden. Fillmore? I could probably make it to Fillmore. That's if I really... Do I really want to record every mile on this? That's crazy. There's plenty of people who have recorded from to Las Vegas from Salt Lake. There's plenty of those highway driving boring videos. I gotta play the killer music and try to excite you on the speeds. I'm just another one of those videos. It's another driving, typical driving, except I'm the dirty windshield one. There's really not much to see. I like the side views; they're pretty neat. It'd be nice to record those, but that'd be a little risky. Oh God, I got quite a few people catching up to me. You know, one thing I could have done for this drive is pour some carb cleaner into the gas tank and just drive like this, because that could clean out my catalytic converter, burn out the carbs. But whatever, I really don't care about trying to do smog tests anyway. As long as I can hold on to my Washington license, I'll just stick with that. It's hard to say how long I can hold on to the license for, how many times I can get it out of state. Just, I guess I'm testing the waters. So yeah, I got to reserve some money for July for another sticker, for another tag sticker. Holden, 1 mile. No services. I might just have to let this video die and skip a big section. It's not so important that I record everything. I'm getting kind of warm even with this inner jacket on. This is some heat. It's really warming up. Take it off. Exit 174. Okay. Seems to coordinate with the mile markers. So exits coordinate with mile markers, I'm guessing. Oh man, such a wide open area, well fenced. We got several fences. There's a double fence. One fence for the road and one fence for the animals. Double fence. They've done so much good work around here fencing stuff. They could put a double fence up to cover the length of this highway. Fences are pretty long lasting. So 292 miles to Las Vegas, or below 300. When I drove from Wisconsin to Washington, I was getting like motivated when I got below 1,000 miles to my destination. I went straight for the coast, straight for the northern region of the coast. Oh man, this is some weather. It's warming up, but the forecast doesn't say it's going to be very warm. I haven't really seen any highway patrols at this hour. Maybe they might work more at nighttime. Oh yeah, I was gonna clean under my nails. I'd probably do it while I'm driving. That's not too dangerous. Just sit and clean them. Really got to clean out this car. Got to clean it out good. But yeah, in Las Vegas, you're not going to find many open areas to do that, is my guess. Outskirts, yeah. What are the outskirts like? I've seen there, I found, oh man, I'm losing circulation in my left leg. I found some Walmarts at Las Vegas, but oh my god. There's probably warnings all over the place about overnight sleeping there. Las Vegas is probably going to be pretty bad for overnight parking. Not too excited about going directly there. Okay, so we're going 70 with this truck. I'm getting antsy. It's 45 minutes in. 45, so I got 15 minutes. I'd like to stand or something. Over half a tank of gas. Yeah, I'd really like to stand. That'd be nice. Kind of miss standing. Those are good times. This guy, flammable, he's got 3 of those containers. Yeah, get by him as fast as possible. And I guess this guy too. They observe their own safety regulations. So, I don't really feel much climbing going on around here. Gas on exit 167. Now, I really don't need gas, but I could go for stopping, resting, and transferring the files. I bet Fillmore has a library, but there's no way I'll find out without internet connection. Unless they had like a McDonald's or something. There's little chance. Rest stop. Subway. Yeah, Subway doesn't give out internet. Those guys are jerks. Whoa. That truck up ahead's really a rest stop. Okay, yeah. Truck's really burning some oil. Okay, I think, oh, he was like, he had to pass in front of the semi. I think he passed in front of the semi and not behind. So this is a bit of a rest area. I'm just courtesy of Chevron. Okay, so Chevron is offering the rest stop. I'll skip that museum. Territorial museum, that sounds interesting, but I'm just gonna skip it. Oh man, okay. The subway is kind of tempting. I bet I could park on the side of the road and not be badgered. I don't need gas. I just wanna park and you know, possibly just step out. Yeah, this should be good. There's no signs.